In this tutorial, I'll show you how we can create this beautiful app landing page banner on your WordPress website by using Elementor. I'll show you how we can create a Google Play or an App Store button where you can put the download link for your app, how we can create this mobile preview slider, and also how we can create this cool looking blushing effect which gives your page a really modern look. We're gonna create all of these things. So without further ado, let's see how can we make that. Here before starting, I want to say that to create this advanced landing page, we have to have the Elementor Pro. So if you don't have Elementor Pro, you can quickly get this from my link on the description. Here now we are going to start everything from scratch. But if you want, you can also get this whole thing as a ready-made template from my Gumroad shop only for $2.99. And here I will also give you another dark version of the same template as a bonus. So after downloading this template, here you can get a JSON file like this. So if you just go to this page and go to this template upload option, and let's just drag this to here, you will get this template Elementor app landing banner. Let's just insert this. And here you get this template with also this dark version, and this is also responsive from all of our devices. And from here you can also change all of this content, all of these images, each and everything. But here if you also don't want this template, you can also start it from scratch. So let's delete all of this. And let's click on this plus icon with this 2-column layout. And first of all, I want to give this section to full height and also give the container width to 1000 pixel. Then inside this first column, let's drag some widgets, this title, this text editor widget, and also an button widget for our download button. So here I want to change this text. I want to keep this in 2 lines. So after this space, I want to put an enter and go to its typography. I want to change its font to the Poppins, increase this font size and also this font weight. And from here also change this color to fully black. Then for this paragraph, here I also want to make its color to black and also change this typography, make it to 16 pixel and also give it a width. So from this advanced tab, from this width option, make it to custom and give it to 450 pixel. After that, for this button, I want to make it a Google Play download button. So first of all, I want to change this text and I want to put this in 2 lines. So after this word, I want to put an line break tag. And then I want to make this second line much bigger. So for this, I also want to wrap this inside an big HTML tag. Okay, and also upload an Google Play icon. And then here if we want to add the download link for your app. So for example, if we just go to Spotify Play Store link, we just need to copy that and paste that link to here. And now when we click on this button from our phone, this will automatically open your Google Play and go to that app link. Okay, now from here let's do some styling. Give some icon space and also give some typography, make it to Poppins, give the font size, make the weight to 400 and also give its background color to fully black. From here this padding option, let's give some padding. And now I want to make this font size bigger and also want to make this second line bigger than the first one. But for this, here is no option. So we will do this by using this custom CSS. Let's paste our code to here. And now we can see this button looks like an Google Play download button. If you look at this custom CSS, you can see we have give the font size for this icon from here and also give some typography for this second line. You can get all of this custom CSS from my website. I will give that code snippet link on my description. From here you just need to copy and paste that code. Okay, now here like this one, I also want to add a button on this right side. So for this, first of all, I want to make its width to inline and let's just duplicate this and I want to make some spacing between them. So for this button widget, make some right margin from here to 15 pixel. For the second button, first of all, I want to change this text to Apple and also change this text. Lastly, here I want to adjust the spacing between these items, so give some bottom margin here and also for this one. Then let's go to this second column, and inside this, first of all, I want to add a media carousel widget for our slider. Let's drag this to here, and inside each of these slides I want to add our images. Here I want to convert this carousel into a mobile preview carousel. So for this, first of all, I want to make this effect to this fade and also give it a height and width for these images. Then here I also don't want this arrow on this left and right, so from this arrow option I want to turn off this, and here is also the autoplay option. If you want to automatically play this slide after an time interval, you can also turn on this. Okay, and under here you can see some dots, so if you want to make this a progress bar, you can select this progress option, but here instead of at the top, I want to place this at the bottom right here. So from the style, here you can see we have no option for that, so I will do that by using the custom CSS. So from this advanced tab, here we need to write down it here. Okay, this problem now has been solved. So after that, I want to place this mobile frame above this slider. So for this, let's drag an image widget under here, and I want to use this frame image. To place it at the top of these images, I want to make its position to the absolute and also give it some height and width. And let's drag this a little bit top, so give some top negative margin. Perfect. But here if you look at these corners, you can see these images through this frame. So I need to use some border radius for these carousels. So let's go to this navigator. Here is this media carousel widget. Here from this style, I want to make it 30 pixel of radius. Now that looks good. And lastly, here is another problem. If we see it from our preview, we can see when we try to change this carousel, it doesn't work, because here this mobile frame is positioned above this slider. So I need to go to this image settings, and from this custom CSS, we need to make its pointer events to none. So now we can see this image is no longer interacting with our mouse cursor. Perfect. Now here I think we need some spacing from this top area, so I want to give it some padding. So everything is okay. Now lastly, I want to make some gradient stuff with this banner. So we will create this by using this divider widget. So let's drag this at the very last of this section, and I want to give it a height and width 200 pixel and also give it to 200. Remove this gap, and I don't want to use this color from here, so let's make it to transparent, and instead I want to go to this background option, and from here let's give it a color. But you can see it becomes to the full width. So to make it again 200 pixel, let's go to this width option and make it to inline, and I also want to give some border radius. And lastly, I want to position this somewhere like here. So from this position option, make it to absolute and adjust its X and Y position. And to make it blur, we need to go to this custom CSS and paste this code. And here you can see I've given the blurriness of this to 100 pixel. So we can also change this value from here. Okay. But here you can see this blurry divider is showing over our content. So I also want to make its z index to a negative value -1. Now that looks perfect. So after that, here I also want to add another one of this. So let's duplicate this, and I want to change its color from this background option. Also adjust its position. And from this custom CSS, I also want to change this blurriness to 120 pixel. And by following the same process, on our right column, I also want to make another blurry divider. Okay, now we have placed all of this. Now our page looks really beautiful. But here, as we position some of our element outside of our screen, so sometimes you may see a horizontal scroll bar at the bottom here. To prevent this, we need to go to this section settings and need to make its overflow to hidden. So after desktop, I also want to check this for all of our devices. Here for our tablet device, everything looks good, but I only want to reduce the size of this font, make it to 70 pixel, and here at the bottom I also want to make some gap, so make it to 15. Then from the mobile devices, here we also need to reduce the size of this heading, reduce this bottom margin to 0, and here we also need some gap. So for this column I also want to make some bottom margin, and for this mobile image I also want to make it a little bit smaller. So go to this media carousel widget settings and reduce the size of these images, and according to that also reduce the size of this frame from here. Okay, now that looks perfect. And lastly, I also want to add some padding from the top and bottom for this section. Now it looks perfect from all of our devices. So that's how we can create this beautiful app landing page banner in Elementor. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video.